We all have our inner critic. Have you ever considered the exhaustive list of negative thoughts running through your mind on a daily basis? I mean those random unpleasant, agitating, anxiety-producing mental constructs, usually grounded in past mistakes or fears about the future. Most of us have far more negative or neutral thoughts than positive. What we often fail to realize is that we can be our own worst enemy, and our negative thoughts can be extremely limiting. Your thoughts have tremendous power over you. They create your feelings, which in turn creates the tenor and productivity of your day. Whatever you believe will become your reality. You shape your future every day by the choices you make and your habits. You can sabotage your opportunities by limiting yourself with negative thoughts. In India, when training elephants, handlers begin by chaining one of the elephant's legs to a tree. Over time, they gradually decrease the size of the chain until all it takes is a flimsy string to hold the elephant. It's not the string that restrains the massive animal, it is mind. Your mind limits you in the same way. Your mind can keep you stuck and hold you back in all areas of your life, like the elephant's string. But it doesn't have to. Welcome to All Round Growth YouTube channel, where we lay the building blocks for sustainable all-round growth. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please click the subscribe button and do not forget to click the notification bell too, so you don't miss out on our future uploads. In this video, we'll be discussing top 10 damaging thoughts you should be aware of. By recognizing your negative thinking patterns, not buying into them, and turning them around, you can put your mind to work for you instead of against you. Let's get on with it. 1. I am not good enough. Countless times we tell ourselves that we are not good enough for so many good opportunities and positions. But when these thoughts of low self-worth are constant, they impact how you appear to others. This thought is so cruel because it puts a tough chain around us. A chain that keeps us stagnant and makes us wallow in self-doubt and pity. Your lack of confidence in yourself ensures that others won't be confident in your abilities or attracted to you. Believe in yourself and replace that thought with something positive. Manifest that you might not have the skills or tools to achieve what you want now, but you are certainly good enough and worthy of receiving what you want in life. Instead of saying, I am not good enough, tell yourself that you are worthy of all you desire in this life, just like everyone else. You are deserving and worthy of success, happiness, and well-being. 2. I can't do it. You see, can't is one of the most limiting words you can tell yourself. Fear starts in the mind and it generates emotions. One fearful thought will lead to another if you let it. The way to keep that from happening is to not allow yourself to camp out in fear in your mind. I know life presents us with challenges, difficult tasks, and even new opportunities that feel daunting. Even when we want something desperately, our inner fears and insecurities whispers in our ears, telling us we're incapable or not strong enough to do what must be done. These negative thoughts are nearly untrue. We are capable of doing what we set our minds to. It's only the negative thoughts that keep us from achievement. Who says you can't? Who says the impossible can't be possible? Who says you can't move further? Who says you can't win? It's all wrapped in your mind. If you say you can, then you will do it. If you say you can't, it means you're sending messages to your mind and brain that you can't. And so that will be your experience. Your mind won't try if you've already told it that something is impossible. Rather than focusing your negative thoughts on what you think you can't do, tell yourself, I can do whatever I put my mind to. While we all do have limitations, believing in your abilities is the first step to achieving your short and long-term goals in life. Tell yourself, I am confident I can. Even if you don't feel confident in this moment, feeding your brain positive thoughts will slowly build confidence over time. 3. I'm not lucky. I understand that most times it seems bad things queue up, waiting to unleash one after the other. The first thought that usually pops up in dark times is why me? Or why am I so unlucky? Beware of such thoughts. Life happens to everyone and you are not unlucky. There'll be good days and bad days too. But you should never let the bad days hold you down. You need to stop holding an illusion that other people's lives are better and they are luckier, and that is what separates you from them. Nobody's journey or life is perfect. Perfect doesn't exist, and there is often a lot of effort that goes behind that perceived luck. It's easy to host a mental pity party when you encounter a failure or have been passed up for something good. But focusing on the situation and assuming it defines your future only assures that it will define your future. Good things can and will happen to you again. Use a sense of gratitude to begin to notice all the good things you would normally never notice. For example, when was the last time you felt grateful for life? The breath of life is the greatest gift, and you have it. You see, you're not just lucky, you're blessed. 4. I am not strong enough. It's really okay to feel that you're not strong enough at times. You're not a robot, and there are times your own strength will fail you. We are all human, and I don't know anyone who doesn't feel weak at times. What is important is the conversation you have with yourself afterwards. After the rain comes sunshine. That should be the mantra if need be. If you keep reinforcing the fact that you are not strong enough, you'll be left in a zone of helplessness. But if you tell yourself that you are strong enough to deal with the challenges in front of you, you'll find the strength you need to forge ahead. 5. I'm all alone, nobody cares. No doubt we have our low moments when it might feel like nobody cares, but I am convinced that there are people thinking about you that you don't even know of. One of the reasons we often feel this way is when those we truly care about betray us, or weren't there the moment we needed their help. I understand this hurts, but there are still genuine and kind people out there. Thinking no one cares will make you feel unlovable, and those feelings are reflected in your behavior and demeanor, shutting you out from the rest of the world. Believe me, people do care. Always remind yourself that there are people in your life who do, in fact, care very much. Do your best to cultivate those relationships and accept the love others are willing to give in order to combat your negative thoughts. 6. Bad things will happen. I used to be scared of being too happy. Once good things happen to me, I tell myself, wait for it, bad news is on the way. For years I gave so much power to that thought, and it almost robbed me of everything. Joy, contentment, and a powerful state of mind. Looking back now, I feel so liberated that I'm free from that negative thought. It took me a while to get here, but I conquered. I started internalizing every good news and opportunities. Instead of expecting the worst to happen every now and then, I use visualization as a technique to imagine the best case scenario. If you're battling with such thoughts, do the same. This way, you aim high, and even if you fall a little short, you still get farther than you were before. Stop focusing on what you don't want to happen, but focus on what you want to happen. Enjoy your happy moments, embrace them, and look forward to more. 7. I'm a failure. Holding high expectations for yourself and having conditions attached to your self-worth on your performance isn't fair. You need to take chances in life if you want to get different results. Don't be scared of failing. The real failure lies in never having tried. When facing a challenging situation or possible risk, tell yourself, I am going to try. I am not scared of failing. Even if you fail, you will learn something about the world and yourself. Nothing is ever a true failure. 8. They are better than me. This is one of the negative thoughts that makes one feel less than they are. I know that all fingers are not equal, and everyone definitely has their strengths and weaknesses. But you're doing yourself a great disservice if you see yourself as nothing in the grand scheme of things. There's nothing wrong in appreciating other people's strengths and wins, but you should equally keep note of your own strength. There are things you can do that they can't do and vice versa. See others as above you in your mind, and you'll be below them in your life. The brainwaves we send out are the only ones others will surf back to our shores. Everyone has parts of themselves that they hope to improve, and this is certainly possible, but it requires approaching these things with a sense of self-love and patience. Look inward and find your own magic. 9. I'm not smart enough. Many people tend to say it often and then feel bad about themselves afterwards. What are you not smart at specifically? I bet that if I asked you to identify some areas that you're smart in, you could unravel inner strengths and passions you never knew existed. You don't see your excellence, skills, and talents because you don't focus on them. You don't even see how smart and powerful you are because you have failed to see yourself that way. It's certain that not everyone is clever and perfect in every area, and this is what makes us all unique. If you feel that you are lacking in a certain area of knowledge, instead of producing negative thoughts, make time to study and learn whatever it is that you want so that you don't feel this way anymore. Remind yourself that you are smart in a unique way, and that you are capable of improving your knowledge in any area you choose. Lifelong learning can be a goal you constantly work towards. 10. I have a feeling this won't last. Some of us end a relationship before it even starts. We quit our jobs before we receive the appointment letter. We ruin almost every good thing with negative thoughts before they arrive. First we start with, this won't work. But when it finally clicks, we'll be the same person to say, it won't last. The self-fulfilling prophecy effect is powerful. If you tell yourself that something won't last, you're increasing the chances of that thing failing. We become weak and uninterested in making it work. We stop giving it our best shot and end up losing out. A relationship won't work out if you don't make it work. You can't keep a job if you don't show enough dedication. Things can only work and last when you put in your best and believe strongly in your efforts. For example, two guys bought the same quality of car. One is so happy and positive about his own. He washes it, maintains it, and always visualizes it in a good condition. The other sees his own as something that will pack up in a year. We both know the one that will truly pack up before a year. I really wish most of us can make a U-turn and see the grace and fortune in positive thoughts. Bonus point. I am helpless and have no control. Constantly thinking helpless thought only reinforces the feelings of having no control and therefore negates your ability to empower yourself. Helplessness leads to depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem, further entrenching you in a compromised life. Change your thought pattern and let it sink in that you are powerful and in control of your life and destiny. You have the ability to create your life just as you want it to be. In conclusion, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. But there are always choices there for you. You can look at the hole in the wall, or you can look at the beautiful painting. You can look at the light bulb that is out, or you can see the light bulb that is working. You can remember your childhood and find something of pleasure, or you can find something that makes you feel discouraged. You can remember your love, or you can remember your hate. You have that choice in every moment. I know it's not always possible to do away with negative thinking, but with persistence and practice, you can gain mastery over them so that they do not have the upper hand. Thank you so much for your support and for watching.